is weird. It's taking a while.
Morning, Yvonne.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Yvonne.
morning, everyone. I've got technical difficulties here, so hold on.
Oh,
No worries. We can wait.
Hey, Yvonne.
Hi. Good morning, Eleanor. Okay. Um. Oh, Lordy, it's gonna be one of those days, I think. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My brain's fried. Okay. So today is Monday. Of course, it's a Monday. It feels like a Monday. Okay. So who are we missing? Because we're definitely missing
Royce.
Royce.
Royce. So that's it, just Royce. Yeah, I should have four of you. I wonder what happened. Anyone heard from Royce?
Mm-mm. I haven't heard from Royce at all today.
Okay, so let me shoot him a text. Oh, okay. So anytime I am late to coming in the classroom, like today, I was actually on the phone with Sherry. We're trying to get something last minute done for today, or try to do something different for today, and we couldn't do it because it was too last minute. But anytime that I'm late coming into the Zoom meeting, just hang out and wait for me, because the only reason why I would be late is because I'm on the telephone with Sherry. Otherwise, I'm always got my Zoom up early, and right when my right when my computer screen says 8:30 is when I usually let everybody in. So know that I am always on time for the meetings, except for if I'm on the phone with Sherry, and then I'm gonna that's gonna take priority over hopping on the Zoom meeting. So Eleanor, so don't call me if it's 8:30. Okay,
Okay.
just stay in the waiting room. I can see when you guys log in and end up in the waiting room. I can tell what time you guys are in. So you don't need to call me and let me know you're in, because I can actually see your name that says that you're in the waiting room. Okay, Eleanor?
Okay.
Okay. Um, so like I said, the only time I will be late coming to a meeting is because I'm on the phone with Sherry, which was what happened this morning. So just so you guys want to know for the next time.
Okay.
Um, okay, so let me you guys can talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna get a hold of Royce.
How's your studies been, Tyler?
They're pretty good.
That's good to hear. Hmm. Sure did rain last night.
He is supposed to come in today, right? I mean, these
Yeah, he is.
Monday and Tuesday.
He usually is.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, because he doesn't come. Maybe he is, but I would have changed it on my schedule though, and I still have him on my schedule. So, well, let's see if he
Maybe something
texts me.
happened.
Because didn't he get a job? Now that I'm slowly thinking
Yeah,
about
but
this.
he works on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, okay. So
Meaning he should still be able to come here.
yeah, okay. So let's just wait a bit for him to come out, or come on, I should say. Okay, so I definitely need my tea this morning. So, oh, good, it's not on the screen. I have my lovely teapot full of caffeine. I mean full of tea, which I desperately need this morning because I did not sleep last night.
Yeah, that 1 hour difference really is a difference.
Actually, yeah, that's actually not why I didn't sleep last night. I just had a lot of last minute things I gotta do,
Oh,
and yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, which is part of the reason why I'm having a hard time sleeping now. my oldest daughter, got into med school.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's moving to Michigan.
Oh,
My
Mm.
heart's like, that's so far away. I can't get there in a car in one day. You know. I would
Well,
have Good morning. What happened, Rice?
I'm sorry. I really am sorry, Yvonne.
I didn't ask for apology. I asked for what happened.
Things happened at work. I got back, and once I was laying in bed, I immediately fall asleep. My legs and my feet were extremely painful right now.
And why again? Because work?
Yeah, it was work.
So when did you work?
It's Martin final, and I worked like till 9 to 4. I mean 9 to 2, 9 to 2
But when did you work?
yesterday.
Did they have you running around a lot?
Well, more like walked around because I not really run that fast, or else I'll be really hurting myself.
Yeah. You have to be on time for these meetings.
All right.
Okay. You have to be mindful of the meetings. I mean, everybody else was here early. Okay. So you got to be watching your time. You got to be on time.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So, like I was telling the other students, my daughter got accepted to it's Wayne State University School of Medicine, and I've been preoccupied in my mind because we're trying to figure out how to get her there. And my son, not Elliot, my other son, my younger son, he's going to move out there with her. So 2 of my 5 kids are leaving. Well, I'm not going to be able to see them conveniently, right? So that's hard to get used to, that idea, for one thing. And then the financial, it's like really expensive to get her over there because she's out of state. If you get accepted into a college that's in your state, it's a lot cheaper. But if you go out of state to go to college, that first semester before you're a resident is, I mean, like robbing a bank kind of expensive. So, just joking about that, but not that the thought didn't cross my mind, because let me tell you, I don't make a lot of money at all. So now I'm like scrambling. We're all kind of, our heads are going to explode. But anyway, that's personal problems. So, we are supposed to be working on, okay, so a couple of things I need to address to a couple of you. So, Clad, did you
Yeah.
get your interview questions halfway done?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry about last night. I was falling asleep because of why I just stayed up for so long.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I wasn't up the entire night. I was
I
up.
was I was actually pretty surprised you were still awake.
Me too.
Like midnight.
I didn't actually fall asleep till like 4 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's why I'm just like kind of out of it today, and my eyes are watering. Oh, I have my allergy shots. My eyes are so watery. My allergy shots. I have to go today after work to get them. And she asked me if I could do 5 weeks in between my shots, and I usually do 4 weeks. And I have been sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. My eyes are watering now because it's too long. I can't do it every 5 weeks, so I got to go every 4 weeks now, because now I feel like I just got a cold. That's not. It's allergies, but I feel, because I have really bad allergies, which is why I get the shots. So yeah. So how much of that did you get done? Can you share what you have with me?
Sure, I could share it with you.
Okay, just email it to me. How much of it did you get done?
I'm almost halfway done now.
Almost halfway. Clad. Okay,
I know.
so did you wait until the day of the interviews to get this done? We literally had this weeks ago.
No. This is a different one. This is the interview that she wanted us to do for the second year. The one we did before was for the practice interview.
Okay, I will tell you. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to drop you down for a second. I'm going to pull those up. Project search work.
Because
Yeah.
those two ones that you sent were actually for the practice interview we just did on Friday. And, well, last week in general.
Okay, I had this done before though. And I actually had it pulled up in the class.
I didn't see it in the classroom before you
Yeah.
sent that.
It was in the classroom, but let me see. Trying to figure out. Okay, here we go. Let me get to the classroom and show when I actually put that on there. It's been since taken off. I don't think anyone has access to it in the classroom, however,
Oh.
but you guys have had it for at least a week. I know I had it out a little bit further than that, but let me check real quick.
There's interview questions, there's interview questions with examples.
Yeah, that's not the one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you knew that the interview, I'm sure Sherry had mentioned something about this before.
I remember she mentioned it on Friday of this week, but that's about it. That's at least I can remember.
Okay, but still, let's say you had a week. Let's say you had a week, okay? So why did you wait until the very literally last hour to do these questions?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure myself.
Huh?
I said I'm not really sure myself. I didn't think. Huh. I was actually really thinking about the other ones for so long that I forgot about these ones.
Okay, so in this program, I think I've told you guys at the very beginning of the school year, this is nothing like Laura Ruff.
Mm-hmm.
This is a totally different program. Laura Ruff, they give you a bad paper waiver. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. You can toss it in the trash. You could just sit there looking at it all day. It doesn't matter. They don't grade it. They don't give you a report card. They don't keep track of your work. I doubt. Beth probably does, and maybe the one in room 4, who's that? Not Jeff. Jacob.
Irving?
Maybe, yeah.
Jacob Gary.
Yeah, maybe Jacob and Beth. Maybe Arnold. But even then, you know, they don't make you do your work. I can't tell on the date on here when this was put up there, but it's been a while. So, Claude, let me ask you this: do you want to do a second year? Because the second year, if you do a second year, we will be in Kaiser again, and we will be actually working in the departments at Kaiser. That's probably going to happen the end of this year, I'm guessing. Are you wanting to do a second year?
I'm just wondering if I would benefit from my second year though.
I'm telling you right now. Okay, what would you do if you didn't do Project Search again?
Let's see. I was thinking about going back to my job at Nordstrom since I'm said to be working during the summer or springtime.
Okay. Okay, well that would be good.
And I've also got another. I was thinking of getting another job as a. What was it? Oh yeah, I was a stock clerk at Nordstrom Rec.
Okay, so you could do that.
I was also thinking of other things like, say, putting my resume out in a fast food place or maybe at a Safeway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just general things around my area.
Okay. I feel anybody would benefit for another year at Project Search, provided they really, if they didn't benefit, that means they got everything they could have out of the program. They know how to do their resume by themselves. They can make they know how to be in a interview. They don't need any help. They can make sure their hair is combed, they're clean, their uniform is, ironed and wrinkle free and clean, and they have the appropriate clothing. If all of that we teach at Project Search, you have that down 100%. Then I can see not doing another year, because there's nothing else we can teach you at that point, right?
That'd be true.
But to do that in this program, you should not, especially at your guys' ages, you should not have to be pushed to do stuff. We can't do it for you. If we could, you all would have done everything perfectly, because I would have already done that for you. If we could do this program for you, I would have taken care of that already. But you guys have to put your best foot forward. Royce and Tyler, this is your last year here, so whatever you get out of this year, that's all we're going to be able to do for you, because you can't come back a third year. Nobody comes back a third year.
There is no third year?
There's no third year. You can only repeat it twice, and that's it. You're not back a third year. There'd be no point, really, to come back a third year, really. There's, this year it's so different because of the pandemic. You guys didn't get a chance to do, well, Royce and Tyler did, but Eleanor and you, Clyde, you didn't have any experience in Kaiser in the hospital because of the pandemic. We weren't allowed to step foot in there, with good reason. But
I heard about the pandemic.
What's that?
I heard something about the vaccine. Something about it's coming in May 1st.
To who?
Adults.
Called what?
Like it'd be available for the adults.
For the general public?
All
Well,
adults will be.
I think it's already available for the general public because I already got mine.
Well, right now they're giving out the shots based on what you do for a living, based on your age, based on your age, your health. People that are easy catch thing, get a really weak immune system, they want you to go get it. So
So, like the elderly?
Yeah, exactly. People who
you get priority because they were first.
the caregivers were very first. The doctors and nurses and people that work in the hospital, they were given priority with good reason, because they are working with all the sick people. So they needed to have first priority, and they got it. Everybody who wanted it got got their vaccine. And so, yeah. Okay. So, Clad, moving forward, we have months left of school. You need to be caught up on anything that's due. I don't want you lagging behind. I don't want any of you to ask me for work that's due that day. You know when it's due. You hear it talked about in the class. Make sure you have it. Okay? Make sure you ask, wait, what is that paper? Okay, I don't have it. Let me make sure I do. But if, give me a second, then go look for it. And if you don't have it, let someone know to send it to you. Let me know. I usually have access to everything that you guys are doing, unless it's paperwork that's in the classroom, and then I don't have that, of course. But if I don't have it to give to you, Sherry does. So it's either one of the two of us that can get you guys your work. You have to be on top of it. You guys at your ages, you know better. You know when things are coming up. Don't do things last minute. Now, Tyler, you're needing help in that class of yours, that janitorial class?
Well, Sherry's been helping me, and she's been very nice about it.
She was very nice about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said she would stay after class on Thursday to help me with it.
Okay. But meanwhile, are you behind?
No, I
You're not.
worked on the weekend to catch up.
Are you all caught up?
Well, not all caught up, but I'm more caught up than I was.
Okay, that's not being caught up. Are you behind? Yes or no? Either you're up to where you should be or you're not. It's a yes or no. It's not, I'm getting there. It's a yes, I'm caught up, or no, I'm not caught up.
Well, then, no, I'm not caught up.
Okay, you need to be honest about this class. Okay, you need to ask for help when you need it. Now, I need to help you with this class because, Sherry, we had to talk about this yesterday. And so, what I need for you to do is, I need, after this class, you're going to have time before I meet with you again. Okay, so there's going to be a new schedule. So, I'm changing a couple of you around. Let me grab a pencil so I can do this. Okay. Now, Tyler, I want you, after this meeting, I want you to take a picture. Have you finished Unit 1 in your book?
I think so.
When's the last time you worked on this class?
Huh?
When is the last day you worked on this class?
Yesterday?
And you don't know if you're finished with Unit 1?
Well, I did some of Unit 1. I don't know if I'm 100% complete with it.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You don't have any of the work on the computer, right? It's all in a book.
Well, some of it it's on Google Classroom, but I don't know.
Okay, because I don't have that book. I need to have access to what you're reading, so I'm going to need you to take clear pictures of your book, of the unit that you're working on, the entire unit. Do you have a quiz at the end of that unit, at the end of each unit?
No.
So you don't have any exams?
Not till like the end of the whole class.
You have one exam for the entire book at the end of the class?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's not what Sherry told me. I think Sherry's under the impression that you have a quiz at the end of each unit.
Well, that's not what I saw.
That's not what you saw? Okay, so I need you to take a picture of all of the unit. Is it a really thick book?
No, not really.
Okay, I need you to take a picture of all of Unit 1. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Okay, I need clear pictures of that. You don't happen to have a scanner, do you? I mean, a printer that can scan?
Well, I do, but it's on the other side of the house, and I have to use my laptop or something like that.
Okay, because if I can't get clear pictures that I can actually read on my phone, I'm going to need you to scan each page to your computer and send it to me that way. Because I have to be able to read what you were reading.
Okay.
Because I have to help you make a study guide for each unit. And I'm not going to be able to make a study guide if I don't have access to that information that you have, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'll let you know when you send pictures of that first unit, and I want it sent before our meeting time. So right after we get done with this meeting, I need you to start taking pictures of that unit, send it, and then I'll let you know if I can read it or not.
Okay.
And then if I cannot, then you can scan each picture, each page, and send it to me. Now, Royce, our meeting is today from 11:25 to 11:55, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna move you up to 10:45 to 11:15.
All right.
So Royce, write that down so you don't forget.
I'll be on it.
So 10:45 to 11:15. Okay, now Tyler, where's my whiteout? Is it in there? Where did it go? Okay, so Tyler, me and you are going to meet from now on Monday, Tuesday from, wait, when is, let me see when your class is. I know I wrote down your class, your other class. So what time do you have your janitorial class? Is it Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 12:30?
It's usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 to 11:30, but I don't have it this week because it's spring break in Elk Grove School District. So
Oh, okay. So it's usually 9:30 to 11:30?
yeah,
Okay. So let me change this time. 9:30 to 11:30. So okay. We meet, Tyler, you're gonna meet with me then from 11:25 to 12:30.
okay.
So we're gonna have an hour. Yeah, we're gonna have an hour on Monday and Tuesday. Okay. And okay, so next I'll figure it out for next week because this week you're free the whole week, so that's not a problem. But if you're working from 9:30 to 11, and this is online, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't physically have to go. Okay, so we will meet then Monday and Tuesdays right after your class is over then. So you can be with me in the classroom in the morning, and then we will meet after your class again after 11:30 when you go back. But that's only on Mondays that's going to conflict because you don't have class on Tuesday. So then it's not going to matter because it's just a Monday, and then we're not meeting on Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
Well, not Wednesday as far as I know. We might have to meet a time or two to help with the study guide or explain or study together. I'm not sure on how that's going to work really, but okay. So we got that time down. So don't forget, Royce. So 10:45.
All right.
Did you write it down?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so Miss Eleanor, how are you?
Good.
You can see my invisible coffee mug.
Nice.
Isn't that weird?
A little bit.
It's green. Let me see if I
Yeah,
take
I know.
a drink if you can see the color. Mm-mm. The bottom of it's white. That's why it's not picking up the green screen. But the cup itself is just a plain green. So when I first had my greens, I'm like, oh my God, what's with my cup? And yeah, kind of weird. But anyway, okay. So Eleanor, you got your questions. Did you get to have a chance to study your questions this week, Eleanor?
Well, I have 1 o'clock. Fata. Fata. Fata and Fata and Fata interview.
1 o'clock. And that's on Zoom, right?
It is. I assume.
Okay. Okay, good.
Interview. Questions.
And that's just with Sherry?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what you're going to wear?
Dress.
You're going to wear a dress? Okay.
Yep.
So are the rest of your guys' interviews today too?
Well, I
Mine
don't
is.
have one.
You're not going to have an interview today, Tyler?
Negative.
Well,
This is
I
me
can't
now,
have
though.
a third year of Project Search.
Oh, but I thought you were just going to practice the interview anyway with the regular questions.
Oh. Well, I wasn't told about that, but I'm open to it.
Oh, huh. Wonder why. You should be doing interviews too. That's what everyone else is doing. And what about you, Royce?
Negative.
Oh, maybe it's because you guys are second years. She's not going to do the interviews for you guys. Maybe that's probably why. Okay. So let's see. So Tyler, what did I say? This thing's not. Okay. So, Okay, so Tyler, um, well, I guess what are we supposed to do today anyway? I guess do the interview questions. So let me make this smaller. Okay, so how many did you send me what you had already, Clad, for your interview questions?
Oh, hang on, let me do that right now. Okay. I shared it with you.
Okay. So I don't know if I didn't see anything. Wait, here it is. Okay. Okay, so you only have 4 done. Okay, so number 4, it says, what departments would you want to work in? Retail and fast food is not a part of Kaiser. When it's worded, what departments? You're not going to work in a department in it. I mean, unless you're working at Kohl's and you're working in the, kids department or whatever. But that question is meant for the hospital.
Oh, so
what?
Something like that.
And no, what department would you want to work in the hospital? Like food, like safety or volunteer services or material management, that kind of thing, that kind of departments. So while we are on this, you better get this finished, Clyde, because you have so much to go on there, and you only literally are down to the couple of hours before your interview. I really hate to know that you're going in so wildly unprepared for this. Thank goodness you're a good reader, because that's going to save your hide on that interview. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, I also have everything else ready in terms of clothing.
You have everything else ready?
In terms of clothing, yeah.
Good. And your hair looks nice.
Oh, thank you. I styled it up today.
Good. That looks good. I like to see you guys have long hair, and Tyler, your hair's getting long too.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
it. I really like it. Don't cut it. Let it grow, you guys.
Well, I prefer it short because it gets in the way of my face.
Well, it's not that long yet. You've got another 4 inches before it
Yeah.
gets to that. But it's still pretty short considering. Okay. So what else did I get in the mail?
What departments does Kaiser have again?
They have safety, where you go around the hospital and go to the different departments, gathering up the used batteries from the departments.
Yeah, I did that one, and it's pretty fun if you like doing a route like around the hospital.
Yeah, so in the morning you'll take a big cart with boxes, and you go to, and you'll have your little chart with where to go, and you go to all the floors, and the floors are sectioned per day. Like a Monday might be the 4th and 5th floor. So when you go and gather those batteries and bring them back, and then when you're done, you go back to your little office and you sort all the batteries. And you have to take your time and read if they're alkaline or not, rechargeable. And then you sort those batteries, and then you just ship them, get them ready for shipment. You have to fill up a humongous bin, like a huge trash can full of alkaline batteries. And then when it's full, then you call the company out to come and get them and pick them up so they can get rid of them, and then you get a new bin to fill. That takes a while because it's what is it, Tyler, a 35-gallon or a bigger 55-gallon bin? I forget. Do you
I
remember?
think it's like 35.
35. But it's super heavy once it's full. It's super extremely hard to move.
Yeah, they have trouble
Mhm.
getting it on the cart that they move it with.
Yeah, it's heavy.
What other one?
There's volunteer services where again you push a cart, but the cart is it has those big things of coffee and hot water, and you go offer coffee and tea and hot cocoa to people in the waiting. Well, we're not going to have people in the waiting rooms now because of COVID. You're not allowed to be in the hospital at all unless you're got an appointment. But they take it to the nurses stations too, and I'm not sure if that's going to even be available because of the COVID right now. It probably will be the next year term, I'm sure, but well, I mean, I shouldn't say I'm sure because for all I know, it could be another pandemic because the other strands are coming out now from what is it, Africa and the UK, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
So
around
might
there,
be-
yeah.
Might happen all over again, with
Ugh.
new strands. So.
I really hope not.
God, I know. Oh my goodness, I know. But if it, it's going to be what it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
So
Fortunately.
I know. But anyway, so what was I saying?
Departments.
So let's see. The volunteer services are probably not going to be, and food services is I have no idea. So really, I don't know. But I mean, you can say that you would like to do safety or food service. You could put that on there in case we do have an option to get into that department.
But I know EVS will always be an option because
That's right.
they
Because
always
yeah,
want you to clean stuff.
yeah, and there's always going to be patients. So that's always he's right. There's always going to be that for sure because they have
What's
to clean the
EVS again?
hospital. EVS, Environmental Services.
Oh, is it the
Yeah,
one where
that's
you clean up?
That's where they clean everything. Yeah, they go into the patients' rooms and they get all the sheets off and they sterilize them and then they put what? Well, you are all geared up. You have gloves, you have your face mask, they wear those plastic shields. You can wear a hair net, not a net,
Oh.
they're like those surgical things that they use, like a
Mhm.
shower cap kind of thing. You can get all geared up.
Oh,
And
okay.
they do anyway. They have the gloves and the face mask and especially if it's hazardous stuff they're cleaning. They have the whole garb. They even wear. They even give you the safety goggles.
Whoa. That's the stuff
Yeah.
I've always thought about having in lab.
So yeah. So and then because you wear glasses, you can get safety goggles to fit over your glasses. They make them. They make them fit over that.
How do you make safety goggles that fit over glasses?
They're just bigger. I have a pair of sunglasses that fit over regular glasses. They're just extra big and they just fit right over. Of course, when I'm out in the sun, these glasses, they go dark. And I also have a little clip that you just put right over the glasses. So it's like a sunglasses. I usually would do that. And actually, if you actually got a job, this is what I would do. If I actually got a job where I'm working, let's say EVS, right? Where I'm always having to wear eye protection, I would actually change my glasses because they have glasses that are made into eye protection. Like safety goggles with a prescription, they make those. So if I were to ever get a job where I'm in that situation where I needed safety goggles to wear all the time, I would get a pair of goggles and have my prescription in my goggles and be done with it. And that way I can have my work glasses, the safety goggles, and then just have these for at home or whatever after work. But that's what I would do. I wouldn't want to wear glasses over my glasses. I would just make the safety goggles my glasses. But have them have them special made for the prescription safety goggles. And they make those. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. They don't have a humongous selection like when you're picking out your regular glasses, but they do have nice ones though, and you would never be able to tell their prescription because they look just like all the other safety goggles, which is cool. But
The sound of all that.
yeah. So I mean, it's kind of scary when you think about working in EVS when you really stop and think about it, but they are so safe. With their procedure that they do when they go in and clean a room. I mean, to how you take your gloves off the special way so you're not contaminating anything. And
So like
I mean,
this?
yeah. So yeah, you stick your thumb under here, and you pull it inside out, and then yeah, I have to show you with the pair. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I've seen it myself.
yeah, and so it's really safe. If you follow all the safety procedures that they do, you should be really safe working and stuff like that, because they're not going to put anybody in a dangerous position and say, oh, here, just go sweep this up. No, 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 no. Any chemical spills, they have a special team that go out and clean that kind of stuff up, right? It wouldn't be left for EVS. They have a special team that'll, like any. Tyler, do you think if they see a blood stains in the room or something, which probably wouldn't happen, but if they did, did they call a special group out, like a hazmat group or something, to come out to clean that for the EVS people?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not really sure too. I do know, but I do know if you're unsure and you're working at EVS, I do know that you could get help with something that you're like, maybe a chemical spill or something. I'm pretty sure you could get someone to come out and help with that or show you how to clean that up. They actually have videos to show you how to clean that stuff up. So, okay, Clad, so I'm going to give you the rest of the class time to get these questions answered, please.
Okay.
And your employment goals, just what do you want to see, what do you want to have happen in your future?
I suppose I'd get a degree.
That's school, that would be educational goals.
Oh, whoops.
Your employment goals. So I'm going to change this up here. It says, because I can show initiative. No. Why do you feel should be accepted over another classmate?
I hate to brag.
Well, but I mean, you're going to have to say something that might not have been the best question to ask, but
Yeah,
um,
I feel awkward answering that question.
okay, I get that, but why? So here's your chance to say, oh, like, okay, if that question were to be asked of me in a job interview, I would say, because my personality type, I can get along with any kind of personality and all age groups. I have worked with little infants and I've worked with elderly people. So I get along with all the age groups. Any disabilities is fine. I always find a common ground. So what you're doing is you're saying something about yourself that, well, for one, that you're probably proud of. For two, oh, so when you walk out of the room, they're going to say, wow, Clad, he said this about himself. And you know what? I really like that. That's a part where you can shine. And I know it kind of sounds like, hey, bash your classmates, right? I know it kind of sounds like that. I know, but it's not. Yeah, but it's a place to show your strengths. I'm very articulate. I'm very friendly. I know how to handle situations tactfully, right? That kind of thing. When the next person may not know that stuff, they might not feel comfortable with it. I'm very good with technology. Anything that you have about your personality or your abilities to work. Oh, I'm a great typer, like Royce. He types so fast. That's amazing. So he could put on there, if he were doing this, he could say, well, I have very good typing skills. I type, 55 words a minute with 98% accuracy, right? That's not really bashing the next person. That's giving you an opportunity to shine a little bit. And that's why they want to know that, because they're like, well, why you then him? Or why you then her? Well, I always have a super good attitude at work, that kind of thing, right?
The way to show off my strengths.
It's a way to shine. Yep, with your specific ability. So please don't read it into bash your classmates, because that's not what I intended when I wrote the question. It's just like, because each one of us, all of you, have your own unique qualities that would make you wonderful for a job. Like Tyler, he's super good at technology. Eleanor, she learns really quickly. I have taught her so much in Project Search, and she's super smart, and she if you show her what to do, she will do it. So she's a very quick learner. Royce is a very fast and accurate typer, right? So each one of you guys, you have your own little things you can say there where it's like, hey, this is me and this is what I have to offer the company.
Huh.
Right? So
Well,
when
that's
you're
really-
so your purpose in an interview, in any interview, is to show why you would be good for the company you're applying for.
Hmm.
Because when they meet you and they talk to you, you want them, when you leave, you want them to remember you, for one, and then two, you want them to think, wow, you know what? I really could use someone like that. Because of yada, 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 that you'd say, here, why should I accept me over another student, right? So you want to leave, you want them to remember you when you walk out the door. And this is what I also told my last group. Well, you won't do it with Sherry, but when you're in an actual interview, when you walk in, take a quick look around their office. What is in their office that you can make a comment on? Because most people, not always, but most people will have a knickknack or two on their desk or their shelves or something on their calendar. When you go pick out a calendar, you're going to look for something you're interested in. I always look for puppies and I look for beach scenes. I love the ocean, right? So my calendars, other than my work calendar, I have just a cheap one from my work calendar. But when I have a calendar, I always look for puppies and beach scenes. Or scenery scenes if I can't find. Those are my two top choices. But if I can't, so it's something that interests me, right? So when you walk into the office, look on their calendar, look for knickknacks, and if you see, like in my case, if I were to see an elephant figurine, even just a little one, I would say, "Oh, do you like elephants? I have a big collection of elephants. I love elephant things."
Whoa.
So there's something that you can comment on, right? Because that, for one, that'll make you feel more comfortable in the interview because you're chit-chatting about something random, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two, that gives you a common something to talk about. Like if I were to see an elephant calendar, say, "Oh, do you like elephants? I noticed your calendar." And if they say, "Oh yeah, I have a collection," well, "Oh, me too. I love elephants. I have all kinds of elephant things." So that's something that we would have in common, right? Or if you see a car calendar, "Oh wow, do you like old classic cars? So do I." Or do you like, right? And make a comment on something like that. But you would have to take a quick look around the room when you walk in there to see what maybe you have something to talk about. Even if they say something, right? Oh, that I don't know. But if you talk to your interviewer casually before the interview, not during the interview, and probably would be best to do it before if there's an opportunity to. Oftentimes there's not, a chance to just chit chat real quick about something. You don't want to be talking for half an hour about random stuff. But if you have a time to comment, about something, just to kind of get that connection going between you and your interviewer. Like I said, you don't worry about it with Sherry because you already know her, and But with any other interviews, you do, and with any other interviews, you do. You want them to remember you in a good way, right? So if you make idle chit chat about something you may or may have in common, that'd be really cool. So anyway, let's see, time is okay. It's time to go. So, Clad, get these finished ASAP.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, Tyler, go take the pictures for me on Unit 1, the entire unit. And if there's any questions after the unit, I want those too. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll make sure they're clear before you send them, and I'll let you know if you're going to need to scan those for me because you may, so I can have them up on the computer.
I think it might be easier just to scan them because I know how to do that.
Oh, well, you know what? I would much prefer that too. I would much prefer that way. I have access to it on my computer. My screen on my phone is this big, right? So my computer screen is big, so I would much rather have it on my computer. So, okay, guys. Royce, our time is when we're 10:45, so it's a phone call. And for all you guys, it's a phone call, okay? Unless it's a necessity that we get on Zoom, I can do that too. But it's always a phone call after this first class meeting, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So, you guys got work.
Alright.
But
Okay, so I'll see you later today, or talk to you later today.
See you. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Maybe.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, I'll talk to you later today, Eleanor. It's at 9:30. Okay.
Okay. I will see you tomorrow after.
Yeah, 9